Alright guys, we're gonna be talking about livestock farming in Jamaica. More in particular small ruminants, goats, sheep, pigs, even cows, because it's like a 101 on how to start, especially if you're living abroad like me. You know, to be working abroad and support a business in Jamaica is very rough, especially if your income is very limited. You have to be very careful, how you spend your resources. But it can work out and it cannot work out, and it can be very stressful, especially when you don't get any return on your investment as soon as you wanted it. And it can take years, up to 5 years or even more, to even see any return. And with the devaluation of the Jamaican currency every other month or so, it makes it even more challenging because, inflation and stuff, and then, you know, you lose so much every time the currency is devalued on your return. You have to make more money to actually make up the money you would have previously made. So right now we're going to be talking about a few pointers on agriculture, small ruminants and all that. So if you want to raise animals in Jamaica, goat, sheep, pig, cow, all that, first thing you need is funding. And it all depends on where your funds coming from and how much money you have to spend, because it takes a lot of money. To me, you're gonna take minimum 50,000 US or more in order to invest in a decent farm. That might mean you have to purchase land, purchase motor vehicle, purchase tools and equipment, machinery, etc. You know, is not something that you want to just jump into. It's something that you might need to take the time and just kind of feel it out, even, or start small if you can. Everybody's situation is different, and you just have to. It's a very scary thing to go into. Trust me, you know. But it can be done. It can be done, but it's very challenging. To me, it's more profitable to raise sheep than goats, because it costs so much money to buy a goat rather than buy a sheep. You're spending like 30,000 Jamaican dollars buying a sheep versus $80,000 buying the said version in the sheep form, and goat form, sorry. So at the end of the day, you can raise that sheep within a year and slaughter it and collect even $40,000-$50,000, Yeah. Rather than collecting a goat. The goat take longer to grow. The goat need a lot more attention and medical attention, and need like much more higher quality feed than it would cost you to raise a said sheep. Sheeps, they have a lower death rate. They can survive off the minimal, and they hardly catch diseases. I had sheep and they were hardly sick. But it's a cultural thing in Jamaica where people want to raise goats just because of the cultural value. Everybody wants a ram goat or goat for raise or what have you. But sheep, on the other hand, is less susceptible to prey or larceny. And people see a sheep, they're gonna be like, oh, they're not gonna steal the sheep, you know what I mean? But as long as you have ram goat and thing, they might come thief that, cause it rank. And people want that for sale in the market, But if you have sheep, people not steal it. And you can always sell sheep for mutton, Sheep, the meat sells just as good as the goat. Maybe a little bit cheaper, maybe $100 cheaper or so. But nothing way off, you know. And if you slaughter your sheep them and you sell them out, you make good money. You make really, really good money. Besides if you're selling them live, you know. So honestly, I feel like people should do the maths and check it out. But sheep is the way more profitable than goats, and we all need to kind of look into that, you know. Jamaica can get better, but we need to kind of change the whole cultural thing, you know, and stop being stubborn and work together and unite and you know, make Jamaica the land we love. Yeah, develop all them parishes where need development, you know, whether it's St. Thomas or Portland, you know, St. Mary. All these parishes are underdeveloped, you know. They can do good with a lot of farming, you know. It's just we need to go down there with the right investment and build up the country. But you just really need to kind of focus and kind of unite, whether it's people in the diaspora or even the people in Jamaica who are doing the farming now, you know, and stuff. I myself had tried that many times, and it's hard because everybody have a different viewpoint, and you know, I look for people with the same kind of mentality in order to make it successful, right? We can even link up with the government as a group and get access to lands and all these things and make the thing work. It's very hard work though, and very labor intensive and capital expenses, you know. So it's not something for the faint heart. If you want to go in there and just make a bag of money, not gonna work. Take months, years on top of years, you know, for really start reaping, and a system in place and building that system to where it becomes profitable. So people, if you want to go into livestock farming, you have to have the love and the passion for it. It's not an overnight thing. I know people will just start like 3 years ago and them still not start reap nothing yet. Maybe them reap 1 and 2 little sales, but in terms of the consistent, every month you can sell X amount of animals and make an income for yourself. That take years to establish, especially if you don't have the income for just buy up a whole heap of animals. And even if you have the money to buy a lot of animals, they're probably not available. You have to probably wait on the producers them, you know, for breed these animals. Sometimes you have to buy animals 4 or 5 months in advance, right before them get weaned, you know what I mean? All depends on the availability and stuff like that. But right now, Jamaica can be better. I see a lot of things going on with like people doing their own vlogs, and I see people who bring tourists to Jamaica just from their vlogs. You know, they vlog and they might build a little cabin on their property, and they get tourists to come stay with them and take them around the country and charge them a fee, you know. And we can even do that with the agriculture too. Agriculture tourism. We can develop the country based on that, and we can unite and build up the thing from the ground up with the right people and the right resources, and using your brain too, you know. Me myself, I do a small food truck, a Caribbean style food truck here in Florida, and I'm willing to invest money in Jamaica later on in the future. And but you know, I can't do it alone. You know, you're going to take a group of us for kind of make things happen, you know. So I think we all need to kind of link up, you know, people who see this video and they want to link up on thing, and we can dialogue about it, you know, not joke thing, you know. We have to be serious about it, you know. But there's a lot we can do. Me myself, I can bring cameras and drones, and we can help video and market the whole industry to people, to the diaspora. The diaspora can invest, you know, just like the stock market, invest in agriculture in Jamaica. We can even do a model farm where we can have people working on, you know, make up some money, buy SUV, get some land from the government, get the animals in place, cameras, solar systems, all that, water system, everything. You know, mostly sheep farming though, and some goat farming, you know. But the sheep is the sure money, and then the goat, whether it's goat meat or milk or just for the live market, we can do a smaller operation in terms of that. But we're looking at the sheep as a way to supply hotels with lamb, right? Like rack lamb, they take specialty cuts, right? We'll supply them with that, and then the rest of the markets now we give them the cut up meat, you know. So we just have to diversify ourselves and stop trying to chase money and work out a system which is profitable and where we can make a difference, you know. It's all about using the brain, because a lot of people they don't really use the brain. They go with them instinct based on where them grow up and know. Them not use the brain and say, wow, this is the way I can go. You know, why raise goat when goat takes along to make money? When sheep a shorter term, and once you slaughter the sheep and thing and chop up the meat, that it sell quick, just as well, you know what I mean? And stuff. Pig is the next good business, but I'm gonna say the pig farming, the feed cost is the number one thing. So if you can do the feed rations them, yeah, I'm gonna talk about that in the next video. So I'm gonna cut that one here short and we'll continue with the next video. Yeah.